All right.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Diamond Cast. It's been 2 weeks. How's everyone been for the past 2 weeks?
Well, we need to talk about injuries, don't we? I mean, first of all, like how is your foot doing after you plunged a butcher's knife into it willingly?
Like a guillotine.
Yeah, so sorry everyone that we weren't here last week. It's because I was making a very delicious pizza and then accidentally burnt myself on the oven getting it out. And I was like, and knocked a knife off the side at the same time, which landed right on my foot. And
like whereabouts on the foot?
Like, well, I'm not going to show you, but it's like across my toes, like bang, straight down, guillotine style. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's pretty fun.
Would you? So is it gone across more than one toe?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So
I haven't lost a toe.
Was it lengthways down across the fucking?
Yeah, like a proper like French Revolution guillotine cut.
It was like worse than that episode of Friends when Chandler gets the knife on the toe, except Chandler's toe gets severed.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
But I've got it all sewn up. I've literally broken all of, I think now, or damaged all of my toes over my lifetime. In fact, actually, when we did a tour earlier this year with Esprit d'Air, we did our UK tour back in February. I think we had like 20 dates in a row, something like that. And on day 2, I broke my toe. As I'm sure you remember, Ben.
That is correct. I saw it happen.
So I was hobbling. Oh, that was just my feet point outwards, right? So I just walk into things all the time. But the good thing of breaking your toe on tours means you don't have to carry any equipment.
That is true. And to be fair, you were a trooper when it came to still actually throwing the shapes and performing, and you found a way to make it work. So I don't think anyone would have actually known.
On the spot rocking theirs.
Yeah, it was strangely convenient that then you didn't have to carry anything for like 3 weeks.
It's the upside.
So speaking of not being able to do anything, have you got crutches now? Or
No. Well, this is a cut, so it's not a break. So it's just I've got to wait for it to heal up.
Wait, but you haven't got crutches, but you do have a different sartorial choice that you have to wear.
No, well, the worst than crutches, the ultimate fashion like shame is I have to wear Crocs. Even worse, they're my dad's Crocs because I don't own any, so I had to borrow my dad's Crocs. There you go. Each episode, we destroy our credibility of coolness a bit more.
A bit more.
So you've been wearing these everywhere you go. Literally, with your normal clothes, just Crocs.
They're like fucking clown shoes. They're so massive.
Did not an unwise man recently say that Crocs are the shoes of mushrooms, I believe? Toadstools.
Oh, yeah, there you go. So now I'm wearing them, yeah.
Coming together.
Yeah, big mushroom. Yeah.
So I'm feeling okay. I feel all right. It didn't really hurt too much. It was just, I had to rest up.
Bled a lot. Okay. So, all right. So, Adam, you almost cut your feet off. Ben, you've also been injured. Tell us.
Well, I did mine on stage. So I played a show in Switzerland with Ricky Warwick about a week ago, and I was really rocking out like my usual pirouetting and all sorts of things. And I didn't actually notice doing any damage at the time, but later on that night I was like, my back feels a bit funny. And the next day I really felt like I'd done something to my lower back. So I'm currently with this ice pack here. And but it's getting better, and it's just annoying because I feel like I wasn't doing anything wrong. It's not like I'm being punished for rocking out. Who does that? Who punishes me for rocking out?
Do you normally get injured because you were doing something naughty?
I need an sound effect. Damn it.
We need to make one. But yeah, I feel like, it's always like the moral of the story is don't whatever, but the moral of the story is what? Don't rock. I have to rock. I gotta rock.
Yeah.
I want to rock.
Yeah, I want to rock. I do rock.
Do you know that time where like Dave Grohl was doing? He was doing a gig and he fell off stage and broke his leg, and then went to hospital, and the crowd was still there, and he came back like an hour and a half later, like in a wheelchair or crutches, and played the rest of the gig.
Oh yeah,
That's
pretty impressive. That's pretty.
I remember seeing Andrew TWK in a wheelchair doing a gig.
Did he need that? Or was that part of his act?
No, he fucked himself up.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I remember going to see Marilyn Manson.
Andrew,
and he had one leg.
There's a joke there somewhere. Well, we're both feeling okay. We're good in our spirits. Yeah.
That's right.
Well, I'm glad everyone's okay and on the mend.
Yeah.
And able to. Well, talking of actually, where's Vincent? Is he?
Oh yeah.
What's going on?
Vincent can't be here this week. He's doing other stuff.
He's not injured. He's not injured. Though, just to clarify. He's not
got no
injured.
excuse.
We didn't injure him to make it fair, and then we went too far.
No, well, I mean, we've had some injuries this week, but no, Vincent's not injured. He'll be back next week.
Oh, yeah, cool. Back to fighting form. Right. Natalie, you were okay.
We think he likes.
You haven't hurt your eyes, have you?
Yeah. No, it's just bloody bright light. No, because I thought we were doing an episode about rock and roll aesthetics.
We are.
So I thought I'd sit with my sunglasses on, like one of those rock stars that's been out all night. Except I haven't. But
been out all day.
I have been out all day. It's been
running errands.
Yeah. No, I think we were doing an episode about rock and roll fashion. So.
Yeah, well, I've got some answers ready as always, like a massive keener. So, which is what you used to get called in my school if you had any interest in your future at all in any way.
Keener.
How is that an insult?
Yeah.
How's that an insult? You keener.
I know, right? Because it just showed you had an interest in something. So, but of course, in the West Country accent where I'm from, was, "Here, mate, you're like some sort of keener or something."
They're like being a SWAT or something.
Yeah, but like being a SWAT, a keener.
Right. Well, that's why you like spreadsheets. You're a keener.
That's it, because I'm a keener. Also, in my school, if you were interesting in any way, they used to use an insult of calling you a rare, as in R-A-R-E. Here, mate, you're a rare.
That's a compliment.
It's quite good, isn't it? To be rare, to be unique and interesting.
Well, like you're unusual, or like you're...
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I'd like to be rare.
Yeah. I used to get called abnormal. Like, as an insult, they used to call me abnormal. And I was like, well, why would I want to be normal?
Exactly.
I'm called abnormal.
One of the Normans.
Don't know what to do. It's like, when you, like, reverse logic a robot and it doesn't know what to do and it sort of goes, That's what the police did at school. It's like, you're abnormal. You're a freak in nature. I was like, well, I'd rather be that than normal.
Well, we haven't changed.
What do you guys think? Would you rather be normal? No. Maybe some of you would, and that's okay if you'd rather be normal, because some people would.
No one's normal.
What is normal? Yeah. What is normal?
What's the term that the chat gave to Diamond Black?
Diamond Bats.
The Diamond Bats. Oh, okay. That's
Diamond Bats.
Shout out to the Diamond Bats.
Like the Diamond Bats.
Yeah.
Did anyone see the latest Marilyn Manson video?
I have not, and I want you guys to talk to me about it.
Okay, I saw it.
Really good.
Yeah.
He's like back. I thought it was like a video from the 90s I hadn't seen, and I was like, that's Marilyn Manson's like. It's surely, and then I was like, oh, it's just cut clips that he found of himself.
It's almost like a greatest hits of things from other Marilyn Manson videos. It's got a lot of like tourniquet and like Antichrist visuals in it, but also some golden age in it. It's like you would think it's almost like a homage to Marilyn Manson, but made by Marilyn Manson. I thought it was really cool. So the song was really good.
What's the style of the song?
I suppose it's closest to Antichrist.
Oh wow! So
in terms of production
guitar-y
and stuff, yeah. I guess like tourniquet is the closest kind of thing I can think of it.
He's got a lot of the same aesthetic that his like what made him famous, basically.
Yeah, a lot of
he looks really cool. He looks really cool.
Isn't your favourite album Mechanical Animals?
Yeah, that's my favourite album of all time. Yeah.
And isn't that quite different from his other stuff?
Yeah. Yes. Well, I mean, there was a period where all of his albums were very distinct from each other, and so he reinvented himself every album, a bit like David Bowie style. And Mechanical Albums is the best album of all time. The last couple of maybe 4 he's done have been sort of in the similar vein. So I thought this one was a bit more of a harkening back to Antichrist era. But yeah, I thought it's really good. Really good video. Nice. And I really like the track as well. Banger.
Good. It's nice when an artist that you really like does something that you're like, this rocks. I remember when when we were younger, and it was so important that the album that we liked, the new album by an artist that we liked, was good. I remember that feeling of terror, putting the album on, pressing play, and being like, please be good, because it was so important back when we were teenagers that the music of the bands that we like was good. You know, it mattered so much, and I'm really glad that for you, when you heard that for the first time, you're like, yeah, this rocks. This is cool. Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's been a lot of times where I've been in that situation and I haven't enjoyed the new album. Not by Marilyn Manson, but by bands in general. So it's good when you get a good result.
Definitely. Absolutely. Definitely.
And also, I've been watching. So also, when you like re-listen to an album that you haven't listened to for a really long time, and it sort of reminds you of the fun times, but also it has a new meaning now that either time has moved on or you've grown up. Because this week I've been listening to Green Day's American Idiot, and it's like 2004, but like all the lyrics are so like double meaning, philosophical. With it's all relevant to now, and it's sort of like Green Day predicted the future kind of thing. But also it's like a concept album, so it's like and hearing it when I was like a teenager is totally different to hearing it now as an adult and not having heard it for quite a while, because I haven't listened to it for a long time, like in full. So I've just been obsessed with it.
Do you hear things in it now that you didn't hear then?
Yeah, totally, absolutely.
Wow, that's cool. So it was like giving it a second life.
The lyrics are extremely relevant, like current day relevance as well, and they were when it came out, but it's like, even more on the ball now.
I feel like because when it came out, I was probably about 16, 17, and I didn't really understand politics very much, or like what was going on in the world. I was just kind of like, happy-go-lucky, and then now I sort of understand a bit more of what's going on. Not everything, nothing really, but more than I did when I was 16, and now I'm like, whoa, okay, this is kind of relevant to now, and Green Day knew that in 2004, which is 20 years. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm like, what else did Green Day know? So I started like looking at other albums and lyrics of those, but their lyrics are so amazing, like really, really like make you think. They've got a lot of double meanings, and then later on in the album they sort of harken back to things that happened earlier on in the album, a bit like the Crimson Idol by Wasp, and it's a story. I love those sorts of things where the music also sounds like the musical style change. It's sort of, I don't know how, you've got to help me because
it's a concept album, right?
Yeah, it's like they'll use a musical.
Well, they made a musical of American Idiot
earlier on,
as well.
And then
it's that much of a concept album. They actually made a live stage musical.
You could do that with any concept album, couldn't you?
Well, the album. Sorry, I thought the same sort of thing. But not that I just mention the same bands every week, but I was listening to the Max Street Preachers again recently, obviously, and
what's that noise?
I don't know. I think it's Ben. That Ben with his big bong.
No, I thought something there was a bong. What was the bong?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's Ben's big bong.
That's a side show that I do.
Big Ben.
That's a series.
What was I saying?
You're talking about the clock, aren't you? You're talking about a lot.
So loads of their songs about like ridiculously political or philosophical or like revolutionary or real world events. And like they wrote these songs when they're like fucking 19 and 20, and it's ridiculously advanced. Or like I wasn't thinking about that sort of thing when I was 19, but now I'm like older, I can actually understand what a lot of the concepts and songs are about a lot more, which I find is a nice way of rediscovering a band. I actually know what they're on about. Not that I mean, I knew what the song's concept was, but now I understand contextually a bit more.
Yeah, and I understand what you're saying. Speaking of Green Day, I was listening the other day to I really like Nimrod. That's my album. And I was into wasted youth and a fistful of ideals. I had a young and optimistic point of view. And I remember listening to that when I was a kid, thinking, "Oh, wouldn't it be rubbish to be old? I don't want to be old." And now I am, but I still have a young and optimistic point of view.
Oh, you remember What's My Age Again? Like, nobody likes you when you're 23. And I was like, well, that's ages away.
Yeah, that's old. I'm not surprised.
It still like seems old listening to it. Like, I'm still like thinking, oh yeah, the 23-year-olds that I know are like
that's a grown up.
Like older than school age. So they've, basically, if they're hanging around with us, they've got some problems.
Well, basically running around naked around, that seems to be what they were doing in the video.
Oh, right.
What's My Age Again?
Yeah. But it depends how old you were when What's My Age Again came out. Because if you're older than 23, then it doesn't probably have the same effect. If you're younger than 23, then
I was not older than 23 at that point. I'm very
do you think 23 is really old then?
Yeah, it's like, whoa, they're really old.
We give a bit of law away. Try and guess our ages.
They'll never guess. But we talk a lot about 80s and 90s cartoons. No, don't guess. It's a myth. We just like 80s and 90s cartoons because we saw the reruns on Cartoon Network.
That's right.
Rock and roll.
Okay, so tell us about your best clothes, right? So, like, what do you love that's like the most, your favorite item of clothing or favorite outfit maybe? Is it new? Is it homemade? Is it something someone gifted you?
Does it
Ben,
have sleeves?
Is it a vest?
Well, it is my vest clothes, obviously.
Hey!
Your Sunday vest.
Oh, God! Absolutely. So when it comes to Benny's vests, there is definitely a theme here. So I will only wear this. Usually it's band t-shirts, or I wear these Bloodlust clothing t-shirts because I think they're really cool and they give them me free.
Well, that's a winner.
Shout out to Bloodlust clothing, actually.
Shout out to Bloodlust. Loving it. But whenever I have band t-shirts, it's always got to be, it's proper like getting really nerd about it. So I won't just have an AC/DC t-shirt. It has to be from a certain era, from a certain time. And that's the case with all of the band t-shirts. They have to represent the era that I liked them the most. And when it comes to like movie t-shirts, I can't have something like if it was a Shining t-shirt, it couldn't be like, here's Johnny. It would have to be some obscure reference to one of the scenes that you only know if you know, because it's like, in fact, I've got one that advertises the name of the bar in the hotel on it. So it's that sort of like nerd deep cut. I couldn't possibly dare to wear a t-shirt that was really obvious of what film it's from. Like I'm a big Spinal Tap fan, but I would never wear one that said this goes to 11. I've got one that says on it the Thamesmen, which is one of the band names they had for a while in their early career. So I always nerd out when it comes to vests in terms of what's on them. It has to be something. It has to be something very specific that I like, or an obscure movie reference.
I like that a lot. I agree with that, right? Yeah. Because it's like not only do you like something nerdy or specific, but because we're so like alternative that we can't even have the t-shirt that everyone else has. We have to have like the alternative one.
Absolutely. Yeah.
100%.
When somebody recognizes it, who's also like who knows what year it's from. Like I like buying Star Trek t-shirts from like back in the day. I won't wear like a modern one. I like to wear the ones from back in. I go on eBay and like search for them. And so like when someone recognizes it and goes, oh, that's that t-shirt, or that's from 1987 or something, you're like, yes. Like the Motley Crue t-shirt that I was wearing, Ben, in that picture of you and me where we're dressed as Wayne and Garth from Wayne's World. That Motley Crue t-shirt is from the 1983-84 tour, and I specifically sought that out.
Is it because that's the one that Garth is wearing, or is this because
Garth
you like
that? Wearing a Dr. Feelgood t-shirt. It's just I dressed as Garth because I happen to have the t-shirt, and I thought, well, it's close enough to the Dr. Feelgood one, and I
love the fact
an outfit.
Does he ever have an Aerosmith t-shirt as well?
Yeah, he does. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have one of those though. I just had like a load of Motley Crue t-shirts, and that was the closest one because it was white, and all the rest of them were black. So
great, and the aesthetic was sort of the same as well. So
yeah,
very well done, very well done. What I love about that photo is you're doing his exact fucking red rope licorice facial expression. Like nailed. It's just my face. It's not. You thought about it. I know you thought about it. Just like I thought about my Wayne face. Adam, when it comes to clothes, your clothes, you are an aficionado when it comes to fashion, alternative fashion. You've always got something new and exciting on. Aficionado.
Sorry.
That's great.
There you go. Thanks.
You've always got something interesting on, whether it be some Doctor Who coat or a blazing red Wild Hearts t-shirt that I've never seen before. There's always something, something. There's always a twist. There's always something that's really eye-catching about when you wear things. And have you always been like that, or is it something that you? Yeah.
No, I've always wanted to dress like no one else, or like I really like inspired by like 70s glam rock, really. So I've got like a bit of glam rock and punk and I guess goth and emo together, but I never would want to be in one specific lane. So like I'm because I like all of those music. I'm like, and so I aesthetic is an amalgamation, I think, of all those different things.
And yeah, it's comes together really well. I think. Always for the when you marry those styles
without tooting my own horn. Try and be quite stylish. Like I like to describe my style as smart rock.
Smrock.
Smock. Smock.
I want a smock.
That's good. But it's quite adaptable. A poncho obviously fits.
Well, I think I'm with you on that as well in terms of, and again, because we're so well versed in like alternative music, we can't just be like, "Hey, I'm new metal," or "Hey, I'm emo." We have to mix it up because we feel such pride and connection to all the subgenres of alternative music. So I remember when I was about 19 or 20. What I was wearing at the time was I had dyed black hair and a devil lock. So I had a shaved head, but like a long black devil lock. Cool. I had black nails, like nail varnish, but I also had a Hawaiian scar style shirt that I would wear and a pink tie.
Nice.
And I had like big chains. And I think round about that time, I had like, those oversized skate trousers that everyone wore around about the year 2000.
Yeah.
I've still got mine.
You wear them until like they're soaked into the ground.
That's right. And one of those
and
one
the
of those
backs
belts
are all worn out.
Yeah.
And one of those skate belts where the thing came down.
Nice.
So it was like a mixture of goth and new metal and ska and punk and
great.
And I liked it. I liked the fact that it was like, Ben, why the fuck are you wearing a pink tie?
Mash up.
And it was cool. I always felt quite proud and quite adamant that I wanted to do something that was quite different rather than just adamant. By the side quest, I only recently realised that adamant was adamant, and that's what it meant.
I didn't realise that until I was like 25.
That's say for me last week. So I think I was always quite almost like too keen to be different. It would never be like, hey, because I remember there was someone that I knew who was kind of like my reverse role model, and every couple of months he would just segue.
Role model. So we really don't want to be like.
Exactly.
Okay.
And like every month.
We have to talk about reverse role models.
Right? And every few months, he would just instantly turn up the next day with immaculately, hey, now I'm emo. Hey, now I'm ska punk. Hey, now I'm new metal. And it was just, I felt it was so inauthentic because he would always go with whatever was most popular at the time. Whereas I feel like
spent a load of money doing that. If you just suddenly like change all of your clothes and accessories the next week, like, oh, I'm this now. It's
and
like,
it would be completely turning his back on what he liked before.
Did he ever return to it?
I don't think so. No. So if I were to see, I reckon if I was to see him now, he'd be whatever the most. He'd be mullet. He'd have like loads of new tattoos of like just an avocado and a ladder, and
I bet
And
he's got completely blacked out arms because he's got so many different tattoos over the years that he's just had to black them out.
And he'd be wearing like really high waisty boxy trousers, like beige trousers and clogs, and have
Crocs.
a mullet,
Crocs,
and some Crocs, and have a mullet. I've kind of got a mullet, happy, but
you've got half a mullet.
like it was always
one-sided.
it was always mullet. Like mullet. It was always, but whereas I always loved amalgamating the things that I liked, and I always liked to hold on to something from my very roots as well. So I mean, for this, for example, I love wearing this because it's so 1980s metal, and that will always be exactly, and that will always be part of who I am and where I'm from, and I'm always really proud of that. So yeah, different aspects of alternative music amalgamated across the years.
I think that's the thing. Find your own style. Find your own style.
Totally.
I mean, I just don't want to ever fit in any box ever. And like you're saying about like you're finding if a Spinal Tap one, you would have the T-shirt that no one else has. It's that same sort of like commitment to like being individualistic or being alternative. Or like if everyone else had it, it'd be like fuck that, I'm not having that one. Totally. Even if it's something I like.
Totally, yeah. I think there was a brief period when I was just in primary school where there was that like, oh, you've got those sneakers, I want to have them too because I feel scared if I don't have them I'll be ridiculed. It was more like a fear-based thing when I wanted to be very young and I wanted to be like other people. But then as I grew older into my teen, I was like, I love being the one who's different. And in primary school, I was the rock kid. I played guitar. I had an Iron Maiden t-shirt. I had long hair, whereas like everybody else was like.
You must have been the coolest kid in primary school. Like no one plays guitar and has rock hair and looks rocky in primary school.
Exactly. And then it all backfired as soon as I went to secondary school, where I was just like, all that worked against me. Because my
time has moved on and it's not like the cool thing anymore.
Well, more just because in secondary school, and I don't know if it was the same for a lot of people, but you went from primary school where you were part of a fairly close-knit group of maybe 30 to 60 people across your year. Because my school had 2 classes per year, and each class had about 30 people in it. So suddenly into high school, when you're the youngest in school, and there's like thousands of people, and most of them are chavs with like Nike shaped in their head. And having long hair then was definitely not a benefit.
I think I was quite lucky when I hit secondary school. It was a time of pop punk and the Offspring and stuff. So like, you know, literally everyone in my class was a pop punk person or nu metal. Like,
oh, that's wicked.
Yeah, there's only like 5 people that were not into that. It was a really good time to come up.
That's been a fun time.
Yeah, everyone. I remember the first day I realised that all the girls in class liked Blink-182, and I was like, hello.
I know some songs.
I want to go to school. That's amazing. I had the opportunity to do this once before, to rehearse, because I moved school because I moved house in year 5, so I got like a chance to like start a new life. And then when it got to year 7, you would think I would be like okay with that and, you know, settle in, hit the ground running. But it actually took me until about year 10 to be cool. So I spent like year 7, 8, 9 being completely nerdy and totally uncool.
Well, nerdy is cool. As long as you're yourself.
No, I was into pop punk, and I was into like, there was like one person that like had grungy trousers on, and literally everyone else was like a tab or just like
Nibblers.
thought that was lame. I thought I was lame. No, there were no there was like 3 nibblers. And that was it. And it was like that.
Do you know what a nibbler is, Ben?
Isn't it like some sort of golf club?
No, I don't know what you'd have had down your end.
Mini
moshers? Did you have mini moshers?
What, as in describe what that is?
Wearing those wide trousers you mentioned that leak up the rain, and like a big giant oversized like Slipknot hoodie or baggy t-shirt, and like shag bands all at their arms, and like collars in their hair and stuff.
Shag bands. There's a word I haven't heard for a long time. We were anyone who was into alternative music from when I was like in year 7 through to like year 11 was called a jitter.
Oh, right. They've got different colloquial terms for the same people.
Okay. This is something we need to get everybody in the chat and the comments to comment. Yeah. What was it called? What was a person called in your school, whatever year you went to school in, whatever
derogatory term.
town you
It's
went
not
to school
necessarily
in, whatever
derogatory, but it's
country.
like
Not like what was the name given to the sort of people who liked alternative music and alternative fashion in your local community? Because it's different for every single person. Like
we have many
I've never
moshers
met anyone who
and
calls
nibblers.
them the same thing. Or grungers.
Oh, grungers, yeah.
Yeah. Or yeah, I mean there's many more. But I mean
What was your one, Ben?
Jitters.
Jitters.
As in it gives me the jitters.
Yeah, and I was
Drunk
never
too
really
much coffee.
explained why it was that.
Oh.
But it was like
they were
proper-
nibblers.
You said
Sorry.
chavs. I think chavs are more universal.
Well, in my prime, when I first was in high school, chavs were referred to as furs, F-U-R-S.
Not furries.
So furs.
Townies. We had townies.
Townies,
Oh,
chavs.
townies, yeah.
Trendies.
Townies, heard of that.
But it was
Trendy.
furs, and it was explained to me the reason why was because if you've got a strong, quite aggressive Bristolian accent, it sounds like you're just saying the word fur over and over, like right? That was apparently why it was. But that was quite early on, and then it just changed to like townies or chavs. But I think like where that comes from was, again, this mentality of, without getting too into the psychology of it, I think the reason why a lot of people dressed the same and bullied people who were like me, who were sort of alternative, was that fear that if I don't do it, then I'm going to get picked on. So, right, let me get exactly the same coat as you. Let me get exactly the same haircut as you. So then that puts me out of danger. And then we can focus on bullying these different people. So it was all that fear and ultimately
I've got a little story that will tie this all back together, what we were talking about earlier. So I was in like the rock. Are you done? Do you want me to tell my story? Oh, I got excited.
No, you go ahead with your story. Absolutely.
Okay. Talking about the chav side, and we were like, I was the rock side. Like the big townie chav groups / bullies at school. I remember I was out in the town one day, and like the big group of bullies come along, and they were chatting to us because we were in the same like classes. But like I was the rockers, and they didn't like us. And I remember the lead guy, the big scary guy. There's a Marilyn Manson poster on the wall in the town, and he was like, "What kind of fucking freak would like that shit?" I said to him, look him in the eye, and I was like, "Got the album? It's fucking great." And he's a little pause, and he looks back to me. He's like, "Respect." And that was boom. And that was it. I was in with the chavs ever since. Because he was like,
wow, that's interesting.
Do you reckon he listened to it?
Yeah. So I was like, yeah. I was just like, yeah, I've got that. I'm proud of it. And it's great. And yeah.
That was exceedingly courageous. And that was very brave. Why do you think that worked? Why do you think that worked?
I think he was just so baffled because in his world it was like freaky weird shit because I was just so straight up. No, I think it's great and it's really good. It's like, well, respect for you being up front.
Because of that psychological thing that you mentioned, Ben, just now, about how people just decided to diss things because everyone else did, or the cooler kids than them dissed it. So when they would just try and like make conversation by going, "Oh, this is a bit of crap."
Well, I mean, that's what they thought. I don't think they never really heard other point of view as well.
To diss a band or an artist deliberately to try and either make yourself seem better than someone else, and then that person goes, "No, it's really good." You're like, "Oh, fair play, you played me at my own game," sort of thing.
Yeah,
maybe it's that psychological thing.
Yeah.
And to the point where. Well, I was just going to say, like, this was such a big deal, and I don't know if it still is a big deal at schools, but if anyone has recently graduated from school in the past few years, maybe you could tell us. But when I went to uni, we used to have, like, themed fancy dress parties, like the traditional ones. There was always, like, instead of, was it like, can I say this online? Can I say this? Tarts and Vickers, we used to have. But we used to have chavs versus grungers, and people would come in you'd have all people in their like Adidas trousers with the poppers, and then other people with their grunger trousers on, and it was like chavs versus grungers night, and everyone would literally stand on the opposite sides of the university student bar like room, and we'd just pretend that we were.
But wouldn't you dress as the other side if it's a fancy dress party?
No, yeah, some people did.
Go
Yeah,
as a chav.
but I dressed as my own. I just got my old clothes out and wore them. But like, you know, but it was a chance, I think, for all the grinders to go and say what they wanted to say into the chat. But then the chat, it just sort of everyone defaulted back into their own group. I think. I don't really know. I only just hang out with grinders anyway.
We've got a very British themed podcast, I just realised. Every episode we've done so far has been about British history.
I really want to know. Like, there must have been like a different alternative culture, but like in America, you've got like goths and preps, right? I think.
I don't know. Let us know in the comments.
Tell us.
Write in and let us know. Yeah.
Leave a comment.
Send a stamped addressed envelope.
Like and subscribe.
No, leave a comment. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. We got 10 new subscribers last weekend just because Adam ate a tomato puree ice cream / popsicle in America. Right? This is the coolest thing that you how many people watch your videos? Like 5,500 or something.
Yeah, because we couldn't do the castle last week. The Diamond Bats wanted me to eat tomato puree ice lolly. I did that instead of the cast. We got like something crazy, like 6,000 views or something.
It's amazing. So it made me think, what would you like Diamond Black to do? And maybe we can get them to do it.
Yeah,
maybe
or not.
Well, I
Not
think
anything.
that was an excellent pivot there with the tomato puree popsicle, which was a phrase I thought I'd never say, and making that a reality. So good on you for taking a lemon and you've made lemonade, right?
Exactly.
So well done there, mate.
Oh, that's what you can eat, Ben. A lemon.
Have you ever had a pickled lemon? Pickled lemon.
No.
Just bloody nice. Got some from the shop the other day.
You think it's
maybe,
going to be
maybe
horrible?
if you want to see me
and
eat
then
a pickled
you eat the whole thing,
pickled lemon,
like rind and all.
Yeah. Oh, I've just ruined it because I said I liked it.
I think we need
action.
We need to move on now to some new pastures of these. I mean, I'm offering to do a sleeve cutting tutorial.
Okay, cool.
A 30-second.
Actually, I think people would really like that.
That'd be great. Let's do it.
Like how to cut the perfect vest from the very best of them all.
You wanted the vest, you got the vest.
You're the best. Yeah.
Simply the vest. This could go on. This will go on.
Ben has a vested interest in making it go on.
Oh yes. It's unbelievable.
Cheer and everything as well. Even the sound effects.
You won't believe your eyes.
Hey.
But there is a technique. There is a very important technique. You need to do the right materials, the right time, the right place, the right climate, the right
scissors.
Right scissors.
Right scissors. Oh, that's like 101.
Scissors.
That's ob.
Some people wouldn't know that. You see, you have to like show them exactly the right scissors to use.
It's on.
I saw a girl the other day. She had really jagged t-shirt. Like she cut the neck with bad scissors, and I was like, "Oh, poor love."
Right, so that's happened. So that's a thing.
That's the thing, definitely. Okay, Ben is
You're
going to.
unbelievable.
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 Okay, that's the name of the video.
Well.
That's the name of the video.
You're unbelievable.
You're unbelievable.
All right then.
I need to add some more sound effects to my soundboard because the ones I had before, like we don't have any dead air anymore. I don't need the credits.
You say this every time, and yet there's never new sounds. Come on!
Yeah. What sound effects do I need to add to my soundboard, guys?
Well, we know that we need a like a carry-on sort of.
We need like a Rick Mail.
What would that be? Yours was a bit road-runner.
Yeah.
Mine was, sorry.
Do we need
cool.
As good as you guys as impression. In the commotion last week, with the injuries, we had a comment from one of our absolutely amazing loyal followers, Satu Balu, who says, Get well soon, Adam. And
Oh, thanks.
and also this, Adam's like, I throw knives. Meanwhile, I'm like, let's get an industrial piercing and suffer for the next 6 months while it heals. And I thought that was interesting because Adam got an industrial piercing and suffered for how long?
On this side. You can't really see because I've got my.
Come closer. Come closer. Come closer.
I'll take my headphone out.
Move your hair. There you go.
Oh, well, like this big thing going.
Yeah, it's like a bar that goes between two. I got it done in Berlin.
And how
Berlin.
did it go?
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Berlin.
Oh, it's really cool. It's really cool, but it's the slowest healing one because it's from cartilage to cartilage. That's cool though.
Worth it.
I've had worse. I've got loads on this here, but you can't really see because of the truth.
What? And those were worse. So you're saying you've had worse because we're talking about your foot?
Oh, well, I don't know, man. It's all injuries, all fucked up.
Some chosen, some not.
Yeah, exactly. All the ones that I'm like, yeah, up on my.
What have you got in the other ear then?
Oh, I got. Oh, you have to. I'm gonna have to remember what they are. Vegas. Oh, I can't remember what they're all called. Oh, it's a bad content.
Got any naughty ones?
I haven't got any. I haven't got my willy done. If that's what you're asking.
What's not what I was asking?
Like and subscribe if you've got a Prince Albert.
Is that what's
Why is
called a
it
Prince
even
Albert?
called that? Why is it even called
Is it
that?
called a Prince
I
Albert?
don't know, but you know the pub outside Brighton Station is called the Prince Albert. Every time I go past it, I think it's really funny.
Is that the name of a willy piercing?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And
I just can't remember the names
most
of
of
them.
them are lightning bolts, are they?
Yeah, they're nearly all lightning bolts, and I get them in different locations. I don't mean in my body. I mean like when I've been on holidays to special places, I try and get a piercing. So it's like a memory of the place I've been, not just like a cool piercing. I haven't got
So
any
it
done
has to
in
be
the UK.
a really special place for you to get it in.
Prince Albert. I have to go Buckingham Palace or something.
Don't think they do them there.
Yeah, they've got a tattoo parlour in the palace. Palace parlour.
Yeah. Have you got any piercings, Ben?
I have had an eyebrow piercing. It's weird, isn't it? Even when they're out, you can still remember what it felt like to have them. So I had the eyebrow on this one. I also had this one here.
Cool.
But well, absolutely.
In the chin or the lip?
In the lip
A little
here.
whole bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But I was going on holiday and the ball fell out when I was on the plane and it just bounced away and I was like, fuck. And it was just, and by the time the plane landed it just closed up. They closed up really quick there.
Yeah.
But I used to like chip my teeth on it and stuff. I was terrible at having piercings because I was just really accident prone.
I can
Which is like
imagine that
catching
scratch
them on
that
things.
catches you inside of your gums quite a
On
lot.
the teeth.
Can't be.
Yeah, so I've still got. There's still a little hole there. You can still see a little hole there, and I got some. My tooth got chipped from it as well. But those were the only two piercings I ever had, and no tattoos. But you guys have got tattoos, haven't you?
I've got none. No, which is weird, right? This is a bit of a story. Seeing as I'm a graphic designer, and actually some of our lovely fans have shown me their tattoos of Diamond Black stuff, and I've had quite a few things I've designed and tattooed on other people, but I've never got any on myself. And the reason is because, like writing a song, the thing you've just done is your favorite thing you've ever done. So I can't decide what I would want on myself forever because I'll constantly be designing more and new things. So I think the only way to not get something on myself that I won't supersede or whatever is to have none. And that's also ties back into what we were saying earlier about going against the grain. If everyone else has got tattoos, I don't want one. It's that kind of mentality.
That's a really fair point.
Yeah.
And I like that there's that looking ahead mindfulness of like, I know I'll want something better or do something better.
I
mean, some
like
people see it as
designing them for other people. So that's a good way.
Some people see it as a diary. They're quite happy to have old tattoos that they think are a bit rubbish because it reminds them of a certain
Don't get me
time.
wrong, I think they're wicked. I just couldn't decide for my own skin.
And it's fairly fairly significant choice to make, isn't it? I think some people just find it really easy, really off the cuff. Like, I've just got another one, whatever, avocado, ladder. Similar to yourself, I've always struggled with what do I want to get. And I thought for a while about getting some sort of mix up of some of the favorite album covers into one piece, but then the styles are also jarring. So the thing that I finally decided that I'm going to get is right. I'm going to get on this part of my arm here, so that you can see it as the viewer, right? So it would start like down here,
guitar.
Up here, and playing guitar. Is the silhouette of this really amazing Gothic castle. Okay, it's a tower with those different turrets on it, and it's a very specific castle because it's from a computer game I used to play when I was growing up.
What else would it be?
My brother and I played this computer game together, and so it's such a cool looking castle as well. You can see it on the spine of the tape. They've done like the outline of what it is, and it actually matches what's in the game. So, but I'd want it to be done photorealistically by someone, as if it was real. So it represents me and my brother. It represents a game that we loved, but it also represents something that I read recently, which is about your inner citadel, and that if you always keep strength in your inner citadel of chaos, then you can always be safe. So I want to have that reminder that any times that I felt anxious or sad or angry or scared or frustrated, to look at the citadel and go, it's my choice to keep my inner citadel strong, and then I can choose how I feel about stuff. So I thought that's a really cool tattoo because it looked goth and cool. It's got various different meanings that date back right to my childhood, and it will help me in the present.
Nice, cool.
That's a really lovely reason to get a tattoo, and a lovely story to
sounds wicked.
have with you all the time. And subscribe if you have a tattoo with a good story, and tell us about it in the comments.
Yes, absolutely. I like that it's taken me to this point in my life to realize that I wanted something like that has that sort of meaning that spans across the years. So I think, that's what's going to work for me. And it's just a question of then finding $1,000 or whatever it's going to cost to get it done.
Probably more.
GoFundMe.
Start a GoFundMe for Ben to get his tattoo. But he's always no. Well,
we've got to find our album
with
first.
your tattoo.
Album on hold. New tattoo being done. Sorry, guys.
Ben spent the album money on the tattoo.
Turns out, I get a really rubbish one that I just got done by someone and is really, hey, guys, check it out.
Tried to get a 13, but he got a 31.
Exactly. Pretty fly.
Down.
Right.
Nice.
So, are we on to our catchphrase round?
Right.
We could be, yeah.
So, back by popular demand.
Oh, boss.
No one demanded this. No one.
What? Yes, they have. We have. It's band name catchphrase with Diamond Black,
which we need to think of a cool name for. And in case you don't know, Catchphrase was a TV show in England where it would be like this, where you would have phrases and sayings that would appear on the screen, like all in the same boat or at the end of the day, but it would be like literally represented and you'd have to guess what it was. So this is the same thing where there's literal representations of album covers.
Say what you see.
Yeah.
And me and Ben haven't seen these. Natalie made these with AI. So
yeah, I'm not allowed to guess.
Can we actually make it a competition of who gets the most out of 10? Whoever says it first.
Shit's getting real.
Wait, I have to make a note of this. I've got a computer in front of me. What am I doing?
We have to get one of these little number things you can flip over.
A tally chart.
Oh, yeah. Let's add some production values to this Diamond Cast. Oh,
okay, right.
I've also, side note, I've been working on getting Diamond Cast onto Spotify and Apple Music and all the other podcast platforms. So if you are listening to this on Spotify in the future, probably switch over to our YouTube channel if you want to see what we're doing from now on, because this won't work so well audibly as it will visually.
If you are listening now, head to the YouTube channel to see the visual version.
Yeah, exactly. Right, I've got a good guess for this one. I'm guessing.
Okay.
I'm guessing this is the Beach Boys.
It is the Beach Boys, yeah.
All right, so okay, but that doesn't count because you've been looking at that for ages.
No, it doesn't count. We can't count that
Well, of
one.
course I'm
because
looking at it.
You've
It's
had
a
that on the screen.
This guy here looks a bit fucked up though. He's got like half a head.
I
I've
mean,
been looking at it for ages.
the robot overlords are not quite going to
Oh
take
wait,
over yet.
I couldn't actually. I realised you can't see where I'm pointing. Oh, well, the guy in the green suit looks a bit fucked up.
No, I can see that. I can see your cursor.
Yeah. Oh, you can see my cursor. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So next one.
Crown coffee.
Shout it out. Shout it out. Don't just.
Ash.
Yep. Well done.
I'm giving myself a choice.
All right.
I haven't seen these honestly. I'm not cheating.
Smashing Pumpkins.
Say what you see. Yes.
Oh,
well done.
Shit. Nice. How did I not get that? So I'll give you a clap. Right.
People following along at home, you've got to
catchphrase
be really quick
sounds
now. You've got to be quick
Okay.
off the mark. Okay, what's this one?
Lamb of God.
Yes! Well done.
No, light speed. Bring me the horizon.
Oh,
No.
fuck me. Are you joking?
It's not.
Oh, good. Oh, that's well fast. Oh, shit.
To zoom in on that. What? Arrow.
Bangs.
The moon isn't the important thing. The important
Okay.
thing is the
Highway. Street.
yeah.
Highway.
It's not a rock band.
Oh. Oh, no, I don't know.
All right,
Give up.
pass.
Pass. What is it?
One Direction.
Oh, very good. Very good. Very good.
That was from me and Ben.
If anyone got that. Okay, what's this one?
Wow.
Slayer!
Yes, well done.
Yeah!
What?
Right, I only got that because I could see on the thing it says Sarah Michelle Gellar. So I thought Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And then it's.
Oh,
Sorry.
stakes. It's stakes. That's really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. I was trying to do a picture that looked like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That was actually Buffy.
Very good. Right, is anyone keeping score, by the way?
Yeah, I'm keeping score. There's 2 all.
Okay.
Say what you see. Say what you see.
Thunder Orchestra. ELO, Electric Light Orchestra.
Yes.
Oh!
Well done.
Wait. This is fun. It's fun when I win it.
Oh.
What is this? Something hi-fi? Something speaker.
What is that though?
I don't know what the thing on the left is.
A magic eye or the thing on the left is
It's like
Is it a computer or is it a speaker?
another word for a hi-fi is a
stereo screen, stereo
Stereophonics.
lab.
I don't know. I don't know. No, we give up.
Stereo.
what type of screen might show lots of colours?
LCD sound system.
Yes.
Boom. Right, I got there. Oh, is that a wasp?
No. It's really sad actually. Actually, someone told me this isn't accurate, so
That's quite cute. I don't know what it is, but they're quite cute. Cop bee. Police bee.
Love Cop B. Wow, Buzz.
Precinct.
Buzz.
Bee precinct.
I'm going to see Buzz Precinct tonight.
I don't know.
The Buzz Cops. The Buzz Cops.
Never mind the Buzz Cops.
I don't know. What's this one?
It's Sting and the Police.
Sting,
Is that Sting
and the Police.
and the... You know, Sting looks very happy.
Good lateral thinking.
Probably because he's tantric. Very happy all the time. Yeah.
What is that? A waterfall?
Yeah.
Think really literally.
Big hole. Hole.
Not.
Hole.
Yeah. Yes.
Big hole. I fucking love Big hole.
These are fun.
Oh, good.
Saturday Vampire.
Vampire Diary.
Vampire Weekend!
Yes!
Oh, dude, I'm on this, man.
Calendar.
He just really likes the weekend. Oh, God. Oh, no.
Scottish Fly.
Biffy Flyro.
Not Biffy Flyer!
Look, hang on, has he got feathers and stuff? He's like a
No. You basically had it at the beginning.
what? Scottish Fly. Glasgow Parasite. Oh,
Scots Fly. No, there's no such band.
Scots Fly.
Is it a fly?
Yes.
Is he Scottish?
Yes.
Flying Scots. No, I don't know. Don't know.
Go on. Pass.
What's this one?
If it's from Scotland, he may have a common surname that starts with
Muck.
McFly! Oh!
Okay, was that a tie? Was that a muck tie on the McFly? I think it might have been.
neither of you
I
got
don't think
that.
we got that one.
No, we both said it at the
Scottish
same
Fly.
time.
Scots
Oh, okay,
Fly.
that's true.
No, we said McFly at the same time.
All
Oh, I
right,
thought we'd
then
already
we can
given
have
up at
1
that
point
point.
each.
Thank you. Arrested.
Not arrested.
Is this a specific person? Prisoner?
No.
Nicked.
No. It's
The
more of
Nicks.
the action. You were close when you started.
The Knicks.
What, the arrested thing.
Arrest. Pass.
Think of band similar vein to the last one.
No, pass.
Oh, busted.
What?
Yay!
Oh, well done. Right, we got 3 more. Dun
Okay.
dun dun. What's the scores?
Adam has 7, Ben has 4.
Oh, and come on. Dude, that's disturbing. Fuck me.
American. Oh, it's American Puppet Box. I love them.
All American Rejects.
Yes!
Oh, very good.
How the fuck? Me and Natalie just two on the. We're two on the same wavelength. That's a problem.
It's the reject box with the raggy dolls, I think. That's
It's
what it's
very
called.
good. This is very
You
good.
look really sad.
This one,
Bag cloud.
no.
Sky bag. So desperate now.
This one's like a
Satchel.
poem. You said it
Satchel.
earlier.
I said it earlier. Sky bag.
Bring me the horizon.
Bring me the horizon.
Yes! Because he's got a love note from someone saying, bring me the horizon. And he's brought the horizon.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, that's a
very
bit
nice.
obscure.
You can
Right,
both
last
have
one.
that one.
Last one. I hope you're doing all right at home.
You mean just at the game or in general?
Oh, got that one.
Motorhead.
Come on, I'll let you have it. Yay!
Is that the last one? I think there's another one.
That's all for today.
There's-
We've got to save
wait.
some for next week.
Oh, right, okay. All right, then. Well, okay, final scores then. Hang on.
5-7, I think.
So Adam has 8 and Ben has 6.
Not bad.
Not
Not bad.
terrible. Not terrible.
Bad.
Terrible.
Not bad.
What
No,
was
done.
no, not crickets. Sorry, crickets.
I think my favourite was McFly. That was sublime. Very good.
It's funny us trying to get the right answer than the actual answers.
Scottish Fly. You know, that's always
Scots
a great
Fly.
band.
Classic band.
Fly.
Scott Fly.
McFly!
McFly!
Nice. All right, cool.
All right,
There you
dudes. Well, that was an absolute delight.
That was fun.
Shall we wrap it up there, folks?
Yeah.
Yeah, so tell us about your favourite rock and roll clothes. Tell us about any time that you have thought about or have got a tattoo that means something to you. And yeah, if anyone's got tickets to Marilyn Manson, let us know.
Yeah.
Cool.
Remember to like, subscribe, please comment. It all helps us. It all helps us help the band to grow and be awesome. So we appreciate it verily.
Way. Thank you,
All
guys.
right.
See you next week.